The Detroit Red Wings. Let us not forget, Stevie Y seems to be able to still negotiate a contract. This is a good get for the Detroit Red Wings, and they're ready and raring to go in the not in the playoffs, but the regular season, so good for them. So we saw Lucas Raymond get done at right about $8 million, and now we've seen Moritz Seider get done at right about 8.5. Times 7, though. Let's be clear, 7 years. 7 years is still pretty damn good, though. Like, that's that's not the longest contract that your team could have done, but that's really quite good for the team. And so it depends on exactly what you believe Moritz Seider is. I personally am a big fan of his. I remember when Seider was drafted by the Detroit Red Wings, I was like, who is this guy, right? They drafted him really high, and honestly, I didn't even think he was going to go in the first, I wouldn't say not the first round, but still. And this ended up to be a really, really good pick, obviously, by the Detroit Red Wings, although a little bit off the board, in my opinion, but we all know sometimes teams just have their eye on a certain player, if you understand what I mean. And at the end of the day, they have an eye on that player, and they're just going to get him. That's it. But listen, it is what it is. I think, if you look at his stats, he plays well over 20 minutes. He moves around really well. He's got offensive instincts. This is a player that has worked out for the Red Wings pretty well. Now, obviously, the Red Wings as a franchise haven't made the playoffs in a little while, but you can see the embers of their rebuild working out. But the Atlantic, when it comes to the Red Wings, is Death Valley, right? Right? You got Boston, who's still a good team. Every year I doubt Boston, but they're a good team. You got Tampa Bay, they're still a good team. You got Florida, who is almost a perfect team. They're so good. And then you got Toronto, who, yes, they have their playoff issues, but they're still a very talented team that can win in the regular season, and then has yet to be proven. So, what is that other team in that division that is going to challenge? Is it is it Ottawa? Is it the Red Wings? I don't know. We'll have to see. Is it Buffalo? Buffalo has gotten better. They took a little bit of a step back last year, but I thought the year before they were pretty good. But I think it absolutely could be the Red Wings. You look at their franchise, they've actually been able to move forward quite a bit with a couple of their picks. Stevie Y has made a couple of weird moves. I don't want to be going on about the Red Wings in general too much, but this is a signing that I really like. I think that they should have done it on 8 years. But how can you really complain about this? And a lot of people, they will roll their eyes at, quote, internal cap hits, right? So what the top players get, so Larkin got 8.7 when he got his contract, and they'll roll their eyes at stuff like that, right? But it seems like it's actually true. Because think about it, this guy stayed just a little bit below Larkin to get 7 years. A little bit below Larkin. I don't know. If you're a Leaf fan and you're listening to this video, you can tell how much this pisses you off, because these players are all taking pretty team-friendly contracts, and it honestly really, really kind of pisses you off. Because I'm not going to play. I'm pretty jealous. This is a really good contract for the Red Wings. This is them building their organization for years and years and years to come. Now, they still have to get in the playoffs. They still have to actually be a franchise that consistently makes the playoffs. I remember before, the Red Wings would always make the playoffs. It was no doubt the Red Wings were in the playoffs, and they would have success and go on runs. So I'm waiting to see that Red Wing team back, if you understand what I mean. In my opinion, it would be pretty great to see the Red Wings back in the playoffs, of course, and being a competitive team. I think that having original 6 teams in the playoffs is always going to be better, in my opinion. Anyways, I'm going to leave the video there. If you could like, comment, subscribe, I really would appreciate it. And have a great day, guys. Thanks. Bye.